All right. This is Chaotic Crypto, where tyranny is defied. It is, what is it, May 23rd, 2024. Doing a later, kind of a later stream. It's almost 9 p.m. I worked so much this week, like a couple 11-hour days in the heat. Really hate humidity. Good thing I'm on the East Coast of the U.S. Anyway, yeah, so been really busy, but trying to keep my head above water while the markets are starting to rip pretty good. The last hour, things are starting to look really good. Basically, there's Ethereum ETFs basically being approved. I haven't really figured out exactly the scenario as to how that's happening. But I guess Gary Gensler has been strong-armed, and everyone's changed their mind about everything. So basically, with this knowledge, Ethereum is ripping, and there's going to be probably a huge alt season coming over the next 6 months to a year. 2024 is going to be very bullish. 2025, I think, will be fairly bullish, at least halfway through. As far as I can probably gander, but, overall, this year's going to be bullish. But, the real gains don't usually happen in the markets until after Bitcoin breaks its all-time highs. I was going to look at Ethereum real quick first. Just kind of look at, what are the areas that we really want to break. This is the main volume node. A lot of trading activity has happened in this spot right here. We're going to check the next. I'm going to check another chart on if we can get it on Kraken. Let's take a look at this real quick. Yeah, I definitely want to look at that. Let's take a look at this. 1 second, please. I just want to make sure. That's not good. Anyways, yeah, so let's take a look at Solana real quick. I want to look at Ethereum. We want to look at the volume nodes and where our real resistances are, and supports and resistance for our volumes, which honestly, we've already broken through a lot of our volume issues. We'll look at the 1 day. Yeah, I mean, our last real, we're breaking through right now our last real volume resistance. After we break through here, it's really the sky's the limit. Nightmare scenario, our bottom would be like 18 to 1900. Not going to happen. I think if it was going to happen, it would have happened already. If it happens now, you'd have to say we were still in a bear market accumulation, which doesn't make sense to everything. We just got some of the most bullish news, unexpected bullish news with the ETF that we could have imagined, and that's just going to create a hysteria, really, over time. It wasn't priced in. I'd say as it's priced in, I would say, I think that's like the price being priced in would be like $5,000 to $10,000 per Ethereum, and I think Ethereum might actually go to like 12 to 15K, possibly even 20K, mimic Bitcoin's first cycle. Less likely that it goes all the way to 20K though. I think 10 to 12K, 8 to 12K would really be the range I'd look at. 12 being the upper, and 15 is possible, like a kind of a top spike. But of course, a lot of times you really just need to look at the time frame. If we're sitting here a year from now and we're still at like 7 to 8K, I'd probably start edging out. That would be, next summer. And I think like Bitcoin, it's going faster this cycle. So we're probably about 4 to 5 months ahead of what normally happens in a cycle. Of course, we haven't officially broken out of our all-time high area just yet. And we actually got an interesting rejection today from from about 70, 69,000, 68, and we're down at 67 now. So it wasn't a terrible rejection, but it's just, the more time this takes to build structure, the better. We may, if we look in here, and this is a Kraken, by the way, and you can have a free account, and you can pretty much use these indicators. Yeah, man, we went all the way down to 66K. Interesting. Very interesting. On the daily, let's see, daily 200, 50, 20 close. So basically, yeah, I mean, it's possible that we can come down to 63, 64 and get another bounce, kind of come down here, and then bounce is kind of, that's a very bullish sort of thing. And if once we break and hold above like 73, 74K, especially like 70K, once we stay above there for a month or so, that's the official confirmation that we're in a severe price discovery bull market territory. And that's when altcoins really start moving, like Ethereum, Solana. I think Cardano is a play, maybe Polkadot, AVAX, maybe. I'm not really an AVAX guy, but that could be a move. But if we look down here, okay, we're somewhere in the zone right here right now. So once we break out of the zone, let's calculate. I've done this before, but we can calculate the time. It take. How much time does Bitcoin take to its all-time high? Or how long will the bull market last? I guess you could look at too. That. The problem is last cycle we got 2 peaks, right? We could have a 2-peak cycle, a 3-peak cycle. We may just have a 1-peak cycle, So we don't know. Time is really our ally. I would say anything between now and a year from now, you're pretty safe. After that, your risk profile goes up pretty heavily. So we'll look at price range first. Just curious. So we got 235% move last cycle from all-time high. I would bank on 50 to 100%. I'm not expecting anything crazy. 100% move gets us to 158K. My targets have been 120 to 124, 130K. So I'm anywhere in this zone, I think. It's looking more bullish for sure. It's actually really looking like a beautiful parabola. Very similar. Much more similar, I would say, to this bull market. We're about right here. I'm actually going to compare time frame in this zone. Maybe actually this zone would be more accurate. Are we more right here? Or are we more right here? How do I feel about that? I think we're more right here. 67 days. Let's see. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, this is Kraken that I've been using. But TradingView is another one that I use. 73 days. Okay. I'm kind of curious how long this consolidation has been. Time frame, date range. We go from here to here. We're at 96 days. Similar, but longer, right? Let's see how long this one lasted. See if this was more similar to that. 90 days. Okay, doesn't want to do it. It might be more similar to this area, and it'd be a more conservative approach. So we take it from here. Yeah, it's probably a little more similar to this range. Okay, so if we're right here, technically, we'll have a couple more dips to buy. Really, right now is the last dip to buy. We'll go date range first from when we break out to all-time high. That's only 137 days for Bitcoin. Now, for the bull market, you're looking at 209 days. Not long if it repeats this move. Let's see. Sorry for being scrunched. We're just trying to judge this thing. It's a little bit different, though. This consolidation we're in now is longer, which means it will probably be longer. But if it does the same thing, what was it, 100 days basically for the all-time high, which puts us at September, October of this year. 200 days puts us, December, January 2025. So, and usually Bitcoin will top, and then a couple months later is when the altcoins will top. So you're looking at spring next year. That's, I would say, the soonest we'll see a top. This cycle is a little bit different, and if we do get another drop or something unexpected, we come down to 50K or something like that, that will only be a good thing. It will help us accumulate longer, but I'm not seeing that happen, This cycle is a little stronger. The longer we stay below this all-time highs, the better. So again, we're at like 90 days. Previous was 80 days. So if we stay down here another 100 days, that'd be awesome. Give us more time to accumulate. But I wanted to also touch on a few altcoin ideas I have. You could. One second, I could pull out a little bit. Oh, God, sometimes the code's just so good. Okay, so let us. What do I want to do? Solana, Doge. I'm just going to go down the list here. Different coins. Fetch AI. I think artificial intelligence is having a little correction right now. AI tokens, Fetch, Ocean, Singularity Net. Near also has AI thing to it. I think Near could go to $50 to $100 a cycle. So if you're looking for a gem, that's like relatively lower risk. I think Near protocol could do really well. Solana's relatively low risk. I think Solana could go to $500 to $1,000 a cycle. Render probably do $100. Render is actually looking pretty good. I don't want to say it's great to buy. It'd been great to buy it down here at like 47 cents, but we are getting a little bit of a pullback. I think go to $50 to $100 to be realistic. Take a look at a few others. Just kind of line. ICP, I think, is a good move. Link is a good move. Link's $50 to $100 for Link, I would say. Ondo, it might be it's not too late to get it, but I think Ondo is a good mover, and I think this thing's going to make some serious waves. Ondo, I think Optimism, anything that's related to Coinbase or the Base ecosystem. I don't think you could buy Base, really, unfortunately. You can buy Coinbase stock, and that kind of gets you in there by default. Might be better just to look at the crypto bubbles. It's one of the. This is a pretty good app right here, cryptobubbles.net. Right now, it's kind of stupid, but obviously the meme tokens are what's running right now. Pepe, Bonk. Just making sure this thing's loaded. Yeah, Ondo is looking pretty good. StartNet, I'm not very familiar with it, but I did notice I have started looking for other staking wallets and ways to do it. And Trust Wallet looks like a pretty good company, pretty good wallet system to use. I'm testing that out right now. Exodus so far has been great. Atomic Wallet is pretty good, but it's pretty glitchy on some of the coins. So I'm kind of looking for other wallets to look at. Obviously, you can stake on Coinbase and Crypto.com, but I'm a little wary of centralized entities. I think, obviously the bear market, I think they got rid of the crappy companies. I think are good now, especially with the companies like Coinbase have been here for a while. But Crypto.com is still kind of new, so they're a little more risky, I'd say, than Coinbase, obviously. Still waiting on my Voyager tech, and Celsius is supposed to give me some more money too. It's like so annoying. It's like, when is that going to? I need my money so I can buy the market, right? I want to buy more in the market. Unfortunately, can't. Athena. This might be kind of like similar to Luna or Terra Luna or something like that from last cycle. So watch out. Like these new coins, stuff like that promise new ideas. Like they might be great, but they could completely fail. Like ride the wave, get that money, but like if they're like just ridiculously like going up, like get that money and put it back into Bitcoin or Ethereum or something. Like at least take half. Like when they're going a new coin like this. I don't know a whole lot about it. I know Arthur Hayes is into it. He's the one who created BitMEX, which is a pretty scammy exchange in my opinion. I lost a lot of money initially with that exchange. I mean, it did teach me a lot how to trade and a lot of stuff like that, but it was trash. And that guy is trash. He talks crap about Cardano, and Cardano's awesome. So don't like that guy, but this one could be one that really could rip. And it's pretty low right now, actually. Nothing. Yeah, so I think looking for coins that are going to rip, like really rip. Ondo, maybe Arbitrum. Arbitrum perhaps might be one to look at. I believe that's somewhat into the base ecosystem as well. Jupiter, I think, will do okay. Anything with Solana, Helium, Audius, which is like I believe that's like a Spotify blockchain for artists type of thing. Synthetics, anything that relates to real world assets being put on the blockchain. Dogecoin, I think, will do well just because of Elon Musk, and he'll probably start tweeting about that in the next few months, year or so. That'll be crazy. Graph, I think Graph will do well. That's like an AI move as well. Matic will do well because it's a layer 2 on Ethereum. I think Matic will do very well. I think Matic could go to $5 to $10. It's at currently 75 cents. I think a 10x Matic minimal right now. I believe it made $3 to $4 at its previous hike. Actually, we'll take a look at that. Why not? I just feel like crap. I'm sorry. Please hit the like, subscribe, and comment below. Tell your friends, anyone who's into crypto, technical analysis, or just being a dork about real-world technology that will hopefully change everything for the better. We need decentralization on all fronts. So its high was 274. It was like more like $3. I love Coca-Cola. Total supply 10 billion. Total value locked. There's a lot of value locked because it does. There's a nice staking. I had a lot of this on Celsius. I'm really pissed about that. I've been restocking on my Matic, but it really just ticks me off to some high degree. All right. And see if there's any news about it. You can get Matic pretty much anywhere. You can get stake it for 6 to 7, 8% sometimes, depending on how congested it is. And it's good free moolah, basically, when you're staking these protocols. KCS, what is that? Is that Kyber? That's KuCoin token. I would say that'd be great, but being in the US, I can't use it. So it just sort of sucks. AOS might be one to really kind of look at. It could be a big mover. It's too early on it. I forget what it really does. But another one to look at, a really low cap, one that could, it could do like a 500x or something, maybe 200 to 300x. You were talking about you put $100 in, it becomes 10,000, or $1,000 in, you get 100,000, maybe 200,000, something like that. Juno. I'll look at it right now. I'll see. and you can stake it on Trust Wallet. It's kind of like no one's talking about this thing, and it's interesting to me. The chart looks terrible. It's very high risk. It's very high risk. I mean, it really. This is probably like the riskiest thing I've seen that looks like something that could do really well. It's only got $14 million market cap, but it's interesting to me that you can stake it on Trust Wallet. Why would Trust Wallet allow that? I think the staking is like 18% or something. So I mean, like it might be worth like. I mean, you throw $100 in it, you get, who knows, 18% reward staking rewards on it a year from now. Maybe it goes crazy. It's high. Let's see here. Its high price is like $45 bucks. Even if it goes to like $5, I mean, 10x is $1.80. 20x is $2. So I mean, you're looking. It's like 1,000x to its all-time high. So it is like risky, but it's just like it might be worth the risk just to stake it and see what happens. That's kind of a little hidden gem type of thing. I'm kind of curious with the Fear and Greed indexes also. I'm also kind of curious about Crypto Panic and see what's happening there. The Fear and Greed is at 74. I do feel like we need to get another scare down. There's a new Fear and Greed index to look at. I believe Discover Crypto talked about it today. I forget the name of it. Pre-search is decentralized search engine. Unregistered offering to crypto asset securities. Who is this? I don't know who that is. BlackRock's Ethereum listed. Looks like Ethereum is becoming an ETF. Analysts predicted an ultra bull scenario for Bitcoin that could send prices to $80,000. Yeah, let's say the bear market case for Bitcoin is like 80 to 84 to 90,000. Maybe it doesn't hit 100,000 this cycle. Seems unlikely though. XRP golden cross denied. Is this today? Let's see. Ethereum rate continue rally. XRP is going to run at some point. Now, it's like another thing to look at XRP. Like look at the other coins like XLM, XDC. Look at the other tokens on the XRP ecosystem, in particular Flare and Songbird. Songbird could be another one to look at. That's probably Iagon also is a. This one's looking good. This is on the ADA ecosystem. This is a very small cap. Pretty much, it's artificial intelligence on Cardano. Cardano is a big play. SNEC, Hosky token, Kopi, Cody, World Mobile token, a few others. Like anything on the Cardano ecosystem. I mean, yeah, Cardano 10 or 20x. Those will 50 to 100x most likely. So that's just take your things. What was I saying? I lost my track. Oh yeah, Spark and Song. I was curious about Songbird. What is the market cap? 123 million. That's very small. Golly, look at the. I would put this on the same level as Juno. Let's see if it's markets. Doesn't say what it is. You can buy it on Kraken though, which makes me want to buy it actually. That makes me interested actually. I might have to buy it right now. I'm buying Songbird. The chart looks terrible. Like, don't get me wrong. This chart, though, if you look at this yearly chart doesn't look too bad. Problem is that charts like this basically is because of venture capitalists and the people that got in early on these projects. The token releases and they dump on everybody. They dump on the retailers. kind of it happens in the stock market, happens also in crypto, probably worse in crypto, right? But look at that, though. I think this is starting to wake up, and it's such a small market cap. And for it to go to $1 billion, that's a 10x, 2 billion, 20x, 10 billion. You know, that's 100x. So I mean, there's certainly real numbers that could happen. So 4. I mean, if XRP's ecosystem does well, so it means Flare and Songbird will do well. Yeah, so like when you look at coins, you see you have an ecosystem you really like. You need to hone in on what other coins are supported by that blockchain, interact with that system. You know, what partnerships does it have, right? That's the biggest biggest amount of advice I can give. That might be it for me today, though. Like, I'm kind of worried I'm going to run my memory down too much. But thanks for stopping by. We'll check back in tomorrow. Things in the markets are looking pretty good. I mean, overall, I think we're looking at a 6 month to a year bull market minimally. Unfortunately, 6 months, 18 months. I don't know if it's going to go. We don't know. We don't know how this is going to go. The slower, the better. The more methodical, the better. So we don't want it to go too crazy too quick. So hang in there, hodl on. We'll check back in. Peace.